We might face big doubt. We might face situations that we don't know how to navigate. But that there's somebody that's inviting us to a different experience, and not just inviting us into something, but inviting us into a partnership. And so we find these words in Matthew 11, verse 28. Up on the screen, you're going to see these words, and Jesus invites us into an experience. This is what he says. He says, "Come to me." What I find fascinating about Jesus is there are so many different parts of the Old Testament that speak about him coming, and that people have anticipated that he's coming. And you'd think, like the Jewish people thought, that he was going to come like a king, that he was going to take over the Roman occupation of the time, that he was going to displace all these Romans, and that Israel would rise in its power again, and that they would be a king, and he would be born to a king, or born through a queen, right? But he would rise in power, and he'd probably have a lot of, he'd have power, but he'd also have resources. He'd have money to be able to make change. I mean, this would just make sense that God would pick someone famous that could just come and say, we're going to go and already have established power. But Jesus is more subversive than that. And then he invites us into that life. He doesn't demand it. Look at this. Come to me, all. But I don't know what I believe yet. All. I don't have my life all together yet. All. I mean, I've barely even gone to church. All. Come to me, all who are what? Weary and burdened. All those that say, it's fine, when it's not fine. All those that feel the weight, that feel the pressure. Jesus invites us in to a new way. Now, just for a moment, there has to be acknowledgement that we're like weary and burdened. It's a response to an invitation, but unless we recognize that there's something in our life that needs to shift, it's hard to accept that invitation. You see, he invites, he doesn't demand. And then he leads us into a different way. But you can't get to where you want to be until you know exactly where you are. So where are you? Is there weariness? Is there burden? Jesus invites to come